Okay. That's
Okay.
great. Okay, can inform members that the meeting should be concluded by approximately 1:35, and there will be a need to maintain a quorum for decisions to that time. So they will be going nowhere for a while. Confirm that can confirm that members can hear and see everything. I think, William, you can hear us okay.
Yeah.
Can I remind members the usual housekeeping rules apply. We're well used to what they are at this time. Can I advise members also that notification has been received from Jim Allister, who gives his apologies and has delegated authority to the Deputy Chairperson, William Irwin, to vote on his behalf. So, William, I'm sure you'll be very excited with that. Can I ask the clerk to inform the committee of any notices received from members delegating any further authority to vote?
None apart from the Jim Allister one. So.
Okay, that's grand. We have quorum. Can I advise members the meeting will take place in open session, and ask the committee secretary to advise Assembly Broadcasting that the meeting should begin in public session. Are we live now, clerk? No.
No, we'll just wait for the notification to come through.
I'm going to close this door because I can hear the people in the office ordering their lunch.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds lovely too.
You're live now, Chair.
That's great. Thank you very much, clerk. Okay, members, welcome to the 24th meeting of the Audit Committee. We can advise members that we have apologies from Jim Allister and Emma Rogan, and hopefully joining Mr. William Irwin MLA and myself will be Alan Chambers MLA. Can I remind members that they are obliged to declare any relevant financial or other interest before and during each committee meeting? Does any member have any interest to declare? No. Okay, can inform members of the draft minutes of the meeting held on the 2nd of March are pages 6 to 8 of the meeting pack, and ask members their content that the minutes are a true reflection of the proceedings of the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, great. And I note Mr. Chambers has joined us. You're very welcome, Al. Okay, so no issue with the minutes. I'll sign them in due course. Can I also inform members that there are 3 items under matters arising. Item 4.1 on page 10 of the meeting pack is a response from the Minister of Finance, advising that he is content to recommend the Audit Committee motion on the C&AG salary as set out in the committee's letter of the 2nd of March 2022, and ask members they're content to note.
Okay.
Okay, item 4.2 at page 13 of the meeting pack is a response from the C&AG welcoming the committee's proposal that his salary should be increased with effect from the 1st of April 2017 and again from the 1st of April 2021. Can I ask members if they're again content to note? Okay. Okay. Can I advise members that the C&AG salary motion has been listed on the order paper for Tuesday, the 22nd of March? I ask if members are content that the Assembly Commission is asked to make the necessary arrangements for payment to be made should the motion be passed by the Assembly. A copy of the committee's response to the C&AG's correspondence raising issues in relation to his salary will be provided to the Speaker for information as the C&AG's correspondence is copied to him. Item 4.3 at page 16 of the meeting pack is a response from an individual in relation to an ongoing complaint being investigated by NIPSO. Something ringing here, please. By NIPSO. Okay, can I remind members that the clerk wrote to the individual following the meeting on the 16th of February advising of the Audit Committee's defined function in relation to the NIPSO and highlighting that it does not include consideration of operational matters. Can I also ask members if they're content that the individual is reminded of the Audit Committee's function and is advised to address any queries directly to NIPSO? All agreed?
Great.
Okay. The legacy report is consideration of the draft report. Refer members to the report at pages 19 to 37 of the meeting pack and inform members that the draft report details the work carried out by the Audit Committee during this mandate. It includes suggested areas that the next Audit Committee may wish to consider. It also includes some statistical information. Can I ask the clerk to give an overview of the main areas covered within the report? Thank you. Clerk, you're on mute, sorry.
Okay, you can hear me now. The report follows the standard template for committees. It just sets out what we've done in relation, or what the committee has done in relation to its statutory functions, in relation to the budgets and the estimates. It details the Controller and Auditor General's the new salary arrangements and the motion that's going forward to the Assembly. It also details the progress that has been made in relation to the Assembly Commission, the thresholds for in-year monitoring. And then, of course, it details the committee's review of the governance and accountability arrangements for the Audit Office and the NIPSO. The second section of the report sets out the suggested issues for the successor committee, and the text there reflects all of the issues that the committee had actually asked to be included. So that's codification of the Audit Committee's role in relation to agreeing the draft budgets of the three non-ministerial bodies. Further work to be done in relation to the thresholds for in-year monitoring. If you remember, the committee wasn't content with the plus or minus 5%, and it had asked, although it agreed to it for the time being, had asked then that that's reviewed early in the next mandate. Also, the Controller and Auditor General salary arrangements, recommending that the next committee reviews those arrangements, and the membership and quorum of the Audit Committee. The committee had, on a number of occasions, highlighted the difficulties that a membership of 5 and a quorum of 2 presented for the committee in carrying out its functions. Yeah. There are also recommendation 1 and recommendation 2 of the committee's review sets out areas that they wish the next audit committee to look at, including implementation of the recommendations and engagement, because the COVID-19 pandemic has had an impact on the level of engagement between the committee and comparator bodies. It's asking that that's, I suppose, stepped up in the next mandate. There's also some statistical information there in terms of membership, number of meetings, reports, motions, etc.
Okay, thank you very much, Clerk. Members, any questions? No? Happy enough. Okay. Can I advise members of the committee will need to go through the report paragraph by paragraph, although these will be grouped into sections where appropriate. And can I inform members that formatting of the report will be further refined and any typo grammatical errors will be rectified. Okay, so work through the body of the report. Okay, so members, if I could seek your cooperation on this, we could get it through it quite swiftly. I'll put a series of questions to you. So, okay, so are members content that the title page, table of contents, list of abbreviations and powers and membership of the committee as drafted stand part of the report?
That's page 22. Yeah, great.
Okay. Okay, members, I can advise that I will now work through the review of 2017 to 2020 mandate committee work area section of the report. Can I put the question that are members content that the draft budgets, NIAO, NIPSO and NIAC S1 and 2 stands part of the report? Okay. Members content? Yes?
Content.
Thanks. Are members content that the estimates NAO NIPSO section of paragraphs 3 and 4 stand part of the report? Content? Yeah, okay. Are members content that the Comptroller and Auditor General salary arrangement section in paragraphs 5 to 11 stand part of the report?
Agreed. That's already agreed.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. Are members content that the Northern Ireland Assembly Commission thresholds for in-year monitoring section paragraphs 12 to 16 stands part of the report? Again, we discussed this in detail.
Agreed.
Okay. Are members content that the review of the governance and accountability arrangements for the NAO NIPSO section at paragraph 17 to 20 stand part of the report?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, members, I will now go through the suggested issues for the successor committee section of the report. Are members content that paragraph 21 on suggested issues for the successor committee stand part of the report? Again, we looked at that. Okay.
Okay.
Are members content that the codification of the Audit Committee's role in agreeing the draft budgets of the NAO, NIPSO and the NAAC section of paragraphs 22 to 23 stand part of the bill?
Okay.
Are members content that the thresholds for the in-year monitoring Northern Ireland Assembly Commission section of paragraphs 24 to 25 stand part of the report?
We did agree that last week, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Are members content that the Controller and Auditor General salary arrangements at paragraph 26 stands part of the report? Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Are members content that the membership and quorum of the Audit Committee section, paragraphs 27 to 29 stands part of the report? And this is an area where we've discussed widely the implications of having such limited membership and quorum.
Okay.
Are members content that the governance and accountability arrangements for the NAO and NIPSO section at paragraphs 30 to 32 stand part of the report?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Are members content that the appendix changes in membership stand part of the report? Appendix 1.
Agreed. Yeah.
Are members content that Appendix 2, mandate, facts and figures stand part of the report? Are you on mute there, William? No? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a wee bit of noise in the back of my office, and I'm afraid if it's interfering, tell me, and I'll stay off mute for the time being. Then.
Appendix 2, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Members content that Appendix 3, expenditure for the period 1st September 2017 to 28th of March 22 stand part of the report? All agreed?
Great.
Okay. Thanks very much. We'll move on. The report will be the 6th report of the Audit Committee in the 2017 to 2022 mandate. All agreed?
Okay, great.
Are members content to approve the committee's legacy report for publication?
Great.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, members. Next item, business correspondence. Can I inform members that there are 4 items of correspondence at pages 39 to 44 of the meeting pack, and 1 item in the table pack. Can I advise members that that I'd like to draw your attention to 2 particular items. Item 6.1 at page 39 of the meeting pack is correspondence from the CNAG in relation to the recruitment of a non-executive director for the Audit Office Advisory Board. Can I advise members that the committee previously agreed to extend the term of the appointments for the chairperson and 2 non-executive directors of the advisory board for a period of up to 3 years. Again, we hashed this out in great detail. The remaining non-executive directors down on the 31st of March 2022, and the new recruitment competition will be run. In line with the Memorandum of Understanding between the NAO and the committee, the CNAG has requested that the committee considers appointing a member to sit on the recruitment panel alongside himself and the chairperson, with shortlisting and interviews likely to take place after the Easter holidays. Okay, members, the CNAG recognises that the Assembly will have stood down by this date and the mandate will have expired. However, the CNAG want to provide the committee with an opportunity to contribute to this process. Given that we are where we are in the mandate, you may wish to we will propose that the committee nominates, with the agreement of the committee, Leslie Hogg, unless William or Alan, that you are very eager to be a part of the panel. We propose that Leslie Hogg could be on the committee.
What about the chairman? Could he have a part of the panel?
Thank you for the endorsement, and I think we could trust it in the hands of Leslie Hogg. But I'm just reading, clerk, for a point of clarification. It says the CNAG has requested that the committee considers appointing a member to sit on the recruitment alongside himself and the chairperson of the NAO, I'm assuming?
Yes, of the advisory board.
Yeah. Okay, members, I'm content to propose that Leslie Hogg, as Chief Executive and Clerk of the Assembly, sit on the panel on this occasion. Are members agreeable, or?
That's okay, I can agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Okay, members, can I refer members to the tabled papers for notification that the annual report of the Northern Ireland Local Government Commissioner for Standards has been laid in the Business Office. Please note that the notification incorrectly refers to the year 2019-2020. However, the report is for the year 2020-2021. A full version of the report is available on request. Can I ask members if they are content to note?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Can I ask members of the content to note the remaining items of correspondence?
Okay.
Okay. And further, members, any other business? No? Okay. I would like to take this moment to thank the clerk and the team who have assisted us over the course of the last 2 years. Very short period for us since the return of the Assembly, but we are at the end of a mandate. And I want to put on record my sincere appreciation to Marie, Austin in particular, for keeping me right and on my toes, and also to all those who have assisted and helped us function as a body. We have been doing more work than previous audit committees. The role has dramatically changed, and also the demand on members, which is why we've made various suggestions as to how we can improve the scrutiny role and membership of this committee. And I want to thank you all as well. Thank you, William, for filling in for me in my absence as chairperson, and for your support as deputy chairperson of the committee. Also to Alan Chambers for his assistance and cooperation throughout the period he's been on the committee, and Jim Allister and other members as well, and of course Emma Rogan. So members, that this is the last meeting of this committee, and I do want to thank you all for that, and again put my sincere appreciation to the team.
Chair, if I could just come in there, it would probably, well, it is practice that agreement is sought for you as chairperson to approve the minutes of today's meeting, because this is the last meeting.
Agreed, no problem. Yeah.
And Daniel, just thank you for all your efforts and keeping us right as chair. Thank you.
Can I also concur with the chairman's remarks? Marie has been easy to work with and very helpful for my time in the committee, which hasn't been a long time now. I concur with all the chairman's remarks.
Thank you.
Thank you, members. I think as a committee we've worked very well together, and we've got through quite a bit, so thank you all. And thank you, Marie, this is the end of the meeting and the last meeting of this mandate for the Audit Committee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.